What's up guys, very quick video this time, but I see a lot of people talk about we're gonna get an alt season. I see all these YouTubers talking about an alt season. Altcoins are going to blow up. Alt season is finally starting. The word alt season was even trending on Twitter, and I would love to see my altcoin portfolio grow. Don't get me wrong, I have a good bag of altcoins, but I'm afraid it's not exactly what's going to happen. So please, if you ever see any altcoin maxis in this time, show them this video. I got a very simple explanation for why alt season is not yet there, and it might take a long time. So what do we see right now? If we go to the altcoin market right now, you'll see a lot of green numbers, right? Some are still red, of course, but a lot of green numbers. Not that significantly, sorry, I'm Dutch, fuck it, but not that high. But we have a little green in the market. First thing I would like to say is be a little careful when you see so many green numbers, because the total 3, this is the altcoin market. Look, it's especially over the last couple of days, right? What happened the last couple of days in the altcoin market? Well, not much. We had 3 green days in a row, and although it's going up, can we call this an alt season? Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? This is not realistic, and people will get wrecked because they think it's going to be an alt season, while in reality, we are just still in this downwards trend right here, and it's nothing else than a lower high so far. So before we really start talking about altcoins blowing up, let's first see if the altcoin market can break this downwards trend that we're in, like Bitcoin did a long time ago already. Okay, so altcoins are running behind. Altcoins are just weak against Bitcoin for more than half a year already. So altcoins were not worth it, right? Exceptions are there, but overall the total 3 just showed you what. Now this is also where a lot of people get wrecked, right? Because they hear altcoin season, this and that. Bro, if we had to call every small green, you know, whatever this was, an altcoin season, then we had a lot of alt seasons lately, but it all ended up going down, right? And this trend has not changed yet. So although, you know, you can even say like, yeah, but we came all the way from here to here. Okay, that's definitely true. We came from here to here as well, right? Before we went down further to here again, here, all up again, and now up again. Who says that the trend is now changing, right? So please don't get ahead of yourself. I'm not saying it's not possible, of course. And at a certain point, like, I mean, this is a falling wedge, which are, you know, bullish patterns. So at a certain point, we will break out, right? But who says that this is going to be the place? We can also go down first, and everybody gets destroyed in crypto, and all the hope is gone. And then we break out, right? This would be the most bullish thing for altcoins. This is why I'm gonna load up a lot. Now, another thing that I would like to show you, that a lot of these crypto YouTubers especially get wrong, and especially Crypto Banter in this case, is that they say like, oh, there's an alt season coming and this and that. Let me show you really quick what's going on right here. And I don't want to say that these guys don't know anything, and they have a lot of good researchers behind them as well, but I see something else in the chart. Let me say that as well. So why are altcoins pumping at the moment? Pumping. It's simple. Bitcoin is sitting at around $28,000, right? So Bitcoin is basically not doing much. It's not really going up. It's not really going down. It's just sitting here. Okay, so Bitcoin is flat, to put it like that. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin dominance is Why is this here? Meanwhile, the Bitcoin dominance is going down, right? So that means that money is, there's less money in Bitcoin, right? So the Bitcoin dominance is going down. So Bitcoin is dominating the market less. Now you can say like, oh yeah, okay, but this includes stable coins. So, you know, money is going from Bitcoin into stables. Well, not really as well, because if that was really the case, then you would have seen that Bitcoin would have gone down as well. So what else does it mean? It means that money is coming into altcoins, right? Money is coming into altcoins. New money is coming into the market, right? And that goes to altcoins. So Bitcoin is, you know, dominating the market a little less than a couple of days before. That's basically what it does. Overall, it's very expected, right? I mean, if you zoom out, you see the chart and you see that the Bitcoin dominance has been in this range for the last 2 years, right? And at a certain point, we will break this and we will go to the upside, right? And I told you many times, this was an alt season, right? This was an alt season. We can come down here and that will give altcoins a good pump if Bitcoin doesn't crash very hard with it. But can we call that an alt season? Like, it's not an alt season. Like, if you are pretty long into crypto already and you really went through a explosive bull market type alt season, then you know that this is not an alt season. But overall, this could be bullish for altcoins if this happens. Right now, what I see a lot of, well, and especially, I'm going to just put out some names right here, especially Sheldon from Crypto Banter, what he's saying, he, for example, is calling for an alt season. I don't agree. Why is that? Well, he compared it to this move right here that we had last year in June. We had something similar, right? We went from the bottom to the top right here. We got a rejection and then we went down again. Well, we went from the bottom to the top right here and it looks like a rejection. Will we go all the way down again or will we first bounce here? We'll see. But so far it's actually similar and that's completely true. But the difference is that when we went down right here on the Bitcoin dominance, this was from the 6th of June till September. What did Bitcoin do back then? This was the week of June 13, right? So that's that area right here. What happened overall, Bitcoin went from 17K, give or take, right? All the way to 25K, right? And after that, we went down again. But overall, Bitcoin had a pretty strong rally of like 2 months more going up, right? So that means Bitcoin was outperforming the dollar right here, as you can see. But in the same time, altcoins were outperforming Bitcoin. So let alone that altcoins were completely outperforming the dollar. And therefore, we had a big run in altcoins USDT. However, if you look at this Bitcoin chart right here, and I'm not saying it can't happen though, don't get me wrong. But if you look at this chart right here, does Bitcoin look like it's not sitting at major resistance? Everybody was talking about 25K. It was so hard to break. Well, you know, we had an attempt here in August, but basically in February was a second attempt and then we broke it, right? That was it. It was not that big of a level. Right now, this $29,000, $30,000 level is way bigger. We had 3 weeks of support here. We had support here, support here again. And when the bear markets really came, we even hold up here for multiple weeks before we crashed down. So that 29, 30K level is, in my opinion, way bigger resistance than this. So, and Bitcoin really hasn't even retested that $25,000 level. In my opinion, it's more likely that we will go down to 25 first, than that we at our basically first attempt break this level, right? So what would it mean? It could mean that, the Bitcoin dominance can come down, definitely. But if Bitcoin also comes down instead of up, like it did right here, then altcoins, they can still go up. Don't get me wrong. It depends on what Bitcoin does. I mean, we have a small pullback right here and Bitcoin is staying the same right now and altcoins are going up a little bit, right? But, what will happen if Bitcoin decides to go down as well, like it's basically doing at the moment of recording, by the way. If we put it on the on the hour chart, you'll see that it's now finally, going down a little bit. But, that could drive the Bitcoin dominance also to go down more, right? But then, will altcoins really go up that much? There will be a big ass alt season whenever we see the dominance go down hard while Bitcoin goes up hard. That's an alt season that you see every once in 4 years, once in every cycle, basically, right? So we have to take a look at how this is going. But then I'll put it on the hour chart, and like, for example, if you can see what happens, the dominance is still going down, but Bitcoin also has a pullback. What happens? First altcoin that I click is already pulling back. Rune, pulling back, right? I think there are a couple of more, because these are just the first random 2 that I click, and they are already pulling back because Bitcoin is pulling back now as well, right? So then again, I just want to mention, don't cheer for an alt season just because the dominance is going down a little bit right now. It's in my expectation that Bitcoin will go down as well. And overall, you know, is it really an alt season in that case? I mean, look at this dominance right here. You know, we were sitting all the way from here. We went all the way here. And now it has a 2% correction and people are calling for an alt season. Wait, I'm trading this. I showed you before. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I'm basically trading this. Here, I will convert my altcoins into Bitcoin. Here, I will put my Bitcoin into altcoins because I expect it to make such a move again, such a move, such a move, and then in around June next year really break out, because that can be Bitcoin's big run, right? That's where altcoins will get completely wrecked. So whenever we get here, I will heavily consider if I should be actually too much involved in altcoins. For now, I think these trades can make you a lot of Bitcoin if you're just trading Bitcoin altcoin pairs right here. So, but that's just what I want to say. I'm not saying altcoins can't pump. I think there are plenty of altcoins that if Bitcoin manages to hold up while the Bitcoin dominance is going down, a lot of altcoins can definitely have insane returns. But then again, still, it's not really that explosive alt season as people you know, like to call it. Just wanted to touch on that. If you like it, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your comment with your opinion. This is mine. I want to know yours as well, of course. Stay safe, trade safe, make gains. Bye.